Hey tankers, welcome back to channel. Today it's something super special for you. We are going to do a review, something I don't do often, and this is the Carnavon Defender. So this tank is currently in stores in the chests where they have the drop down to the chests, and you have to buy the keys to unlock the chests. I've spent more on getting this tank than I care to admit. But I've got it and I'm enjoying it, so we're going to go forward with this. It is a fun tank. It's a little bit slow, but you know, it's got good gun depression like the Carnevon and the Action 10, which you know is the base chassis for it. It's a fun tank. So we're going to do a review on this. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to talk about everything. Forgive me if this isn't perfect because I don't do a whole lot of reviews, and it's something that I'm doing my best on. So here we go. Okay, so let's talk about the different stats. We're going to talk about armor, DPM, pen, and damage, and do kind of a comparison. I'll tell you what the Carnavon Defender has, and I'll tell you what between those three tanks, the Carnavon Defender, the Carnevon, and the Action 10, which actually has the best of those armor profiles of each class that I'm gonna talk about. So starting with the Carnavon Defender. Frontally, it has 240 millimeters of armor on the turret with 145 millimeters of armor on the hull. On the side, and the best in class on the turret is actually the Action 10 with 254 millimeters, and the Carnavon Defender is actually the best in class with the hull armor of 145. Side armor. So the Carnavon Defender has 100 millimeters of side armor with 50 on the turret and 50 millimeters of armor on the hull. Best in class in both of those is the Action 10 with 152 and 90 respectively. So the rear armor, the Carnavon Defender has 60 millimeters of armor on the rear of the turret and 30 on the rear of the hull, while the Carnevon has the best armor on the rear of 112, and the Action 10 and the Carnevon are tied for the rear armor on the hull, and the 112 is on the turret. Sorry. As we move on, we're going to talk about the DPM, but first let's talk about the armor profile. So here you can see the armor profile of the tank, what we were just basically talking about, and you can see the modules. I'm really happy that they shared the modules on this. Sometimes on these new tanks, they don't share this. So they must have went with like a baseline of what is on the Action 10 and the Carnevon, but we can see all these. And so that you know, yellow is the ammo rack, orange is fuel storage, red is engine, that teal color in back is the radio. The red right here on the frontal left is the driver. So we're looking here, we're seeing a pen. So by the way, comparatively, what I'm using to compare pen on the shot, I'm going to be comparing is the Tiger 2. I figured that's a really good, solid tier 8 heavy, and we're going to use that as the firing, and then we'll also use that to compare briefly penetration of the shells from this tank. So you can see this shot on frontally on the upper glacis, there's not a chance of penning it from the Tiger. Same with the penetration on the hull straight on, or the turret straight on, not going to happen. But that lower glacis is going to pen, and here it would pen on the first one hitting the ammo rack, and the second one would hit the driver. And here that hatch is really small, but it will definitely go through the hatch. Here, if you have your turret angled a little bit, it's going to go right through. You're best keeping your turret facing directly at your enemy, the person you're engaged with, because everything is going to get penned as soon as you turn that turret even a little bit, as you saw. On the side, everything, you can see everything is going to go through. That shot would hurt the driver. We're looking at a shot that will, the next one would go all the way through and hit the other side. This one here, you're damaging your ammo rack. Here you're going to hit the fuel storage. By the way, the chance of setting a fire on the fuel storage or the engine is 20% chance per shot on those locations. So And that's the same with all three of these comparative tanks that we're using: the Defender, the Action 10, and the regular Carnevon. So here we're going to look. So we're seeing, on the, again, the ammo rack penetration, the fuel storage penetration. This tank, here's the radio. You are best facing your opponent in this tank and keeping yourself hull down. You don't have a ton of armor. It drives like it has a ton of armor because it is kind of slow for heavy. That being said, it's not like VK 100P slow, but it's on the slower side. It's not as quick as you would like it. But I think these Carnevon style tanks are not very fast anyway, so that's fine. Here we're looking at the Tiger 2. You're looking at that lower glacis shot was not going to go through. When a Tiger 2 turns, yes, you're going to pen this sucker all day long with AP, and that's what we're using for the shell right now, AP. I didn't bother trying to put heat in. I was looking at it, but I didn't figure out how to do it. So this is just the standard AP. Once this Tiger 2 or a tank like this with this kind of armor turns at you, you're going to be screwed. You're not going to want to be hitting him. I mean, you'll probably do better with the APCR rounds, but that being said, case by case basis, play it smart. I have now all those numbers and stats on everything I was looking at. Keep in mind this is with my settings. And I showed you earlier really briefly, that I've got double rations going on this, on the equipment slots and stuff like that. I'm always going for more hit points. So those are basically. So here you're seeing we're on Desert Sands or Desert whatever it is, and I'm going hull down here, and right away I get a couple of good shots into that IS-6 or whatever, I think it's the IS-6. I get a couple of good shots into him, go into a reload, and I'm going to pull in and start capping here. Good point right here to talk about DPM as I reload. So DPM for the Carnavon Defender is 1,945. That is absolutely the lowest of the three tanks. Keep in mind, this is a burst tank. You got 3 shells. The reload between shells is 3 seconds, and that's with everything set that I have, like double rations and stuff. You're not going to get any better than that. Of course, the Carnevon has the highest DPM with 3,025, and the Action 10 with 2,518. But your damage potential is going to come in the burst. You're going to be spending a lot of time reloading. The reload on this tank is about 19, with what I have said, it's like 19.92 seconds or something like that. So it's a 20-second reload no matter how you look at it, really. Penetration values. So on the AP rounds, you're going to have 229. APCR is 263, and your HE penetration is actually 50, and that's the highest of the 3 tanks. The Action 10 taking the highest penetration value for the AP and APCR being better than the Action or than the Carnavon Defender. Damage-wise, so damage-wise, this is going to be the best of all 3 in all 3 categories or types of shells. AP, we're going to do 280 damage, average damage. APCR is 240 average damage, and your HE 340. That takes the cake for all 3 categories. So you're trading DPM with this clipper, and they're giving you more damage, and it will hit high. I hit some people with APC with this. I hit like some 398 action, on some shots, and max rolling. I think I max rolled a shot at 501 or something like that. So this tank is good. The gun is a friggin' laser beam. When you aim this sucker in, you could dot the I on a spelling your name at you know, 300 meters. This thing is super accurate. You can see it's pretty average on the turning rate. It's not great. It turns good. It's not super quick. You're going to get COD'd by a faster medium or light, but you know, do your best to keep turning and facing your opponent as we get the last kill. Well, there's one more kill here, but we're going to count down points, and we're going to win on points right here. That's basically all the stats I have to talk about. Let's talk about feel. So here I do 2,980 damage with the first class in this tank. I've not aced it yet. I made 141,000 credits in game. The tank does seem to do pretty well on making credits. I don't think you're going to lose a lot of credits on this tank. You know, obviously if you got ammo racked early in the game and didn't do much damage, you will lose credits. But it feels like if you're doing some good damage here, you're going to make some credits on it. I don't think I had any credit boosters or anything set on this, so you know, I feel it makes credits pretty good. So here I'm a platoon with Dynamic Innovator, and I'm going to tell you that this tank definitely felt better in platoon than early on it felt on my own. Now, I think a lot of that probably is the fact that this is a brand new tank for me. I just got it last night. I don't have a ton of games in it, so I'm still feeling my way through it. But it definitely went a lot better having another clipper that I was playing with. And Dynamic Innovator asked me platoon, and I said, sure. I didn't even know he had a tank. So it kind of turned into a really neat thing that it's why I ended up deciding to do this review, is because I have some really good videos from him and with him, and the last video is going to be absolutely spectacular. It's great. It deserved to be in this. If it wasn't Sunday best, it would probably be one of our best videos, but I'm going to show it here. So here I'm taking too much damage, trading shots with this other this Carnavon Defender. I took 700 damage there. Give up a lot of hit points to trade, and you don't want to make trades like that. It's going to be okay. We're going to win. But one of the things I want to highlight is, so in Bushka's video, he talks about one of the ones he did this last week. He talked about platooning, and you with your platoon partner, if you're playing heavies, which he recommended, you don't have to be right next to each other, but you have to be close enough to support each other. And that's what we're doing here. Is I'm not on top of Dynamic Innovator. I'm right next to him. I've got a building separating us, and he said together 2 heavies can really do a good job of holding a flank, and we did that here. We held the hell out of this flank. We had a considerable number of tanks coming at us, and we did a really good job of holding that flank and defending it. So that'll take us into the next game, and I think this. So you can see, still I'm making 124,000 credits. The 2 of us were top of the team. The whole team did pretty good, not bad. But here we go. This is the last video of the last game of the video, and this is from Dynamic Innovator's perspective. I had him send this to me because his game was just spectacular. I didn't do bad in this game. I was happy with my game, but when I saw his game, I was like, okay, nope, you got to send that to me. That's going to make it in the video, and that's going to be perfect for a review. So you see, he's getting his 3 shots out. I'm also targeting that guy, so you're also seeing extra damage going to him, and I did get all 3 of my shells into him. Dynamic Innovator, he got 1 in out of that, not the, but that's fine because he's not going to have any problems with the damage. So here we are. We're going hill. So he called hill. We went hill, and you can still go hill on Castilla or on Middleburg. You can still go hill. You can. We're proving it. We're going to prove it right here. Especially when you have this hull down type tank. It's with the type of armor profile it has, it's not going to do great side scraping. You probably get away with a little bit of side scraping, but you're not going to do great in side scraping. It's just not. So here, as you can hear, see, I'm struggling with this Dracula. Dracula's quick as hell anyways. So it's hard for me to turn and keep up with him. That's why I called for help. And thankfully, my partner here, Dynamic Innovator, is here to jump in here and help. And we chase off that Drac, thankfully. So look at here. Watch the accuracy of this. He's got 2 shells left, and watch the accuracy of this gun. He's going to, maybe it's not this one. Well, yeah, maybe he's going to, yeah, he tattoos the captain on the observation platform there. He puts a shot straight through that as the tank's backing up. The accuracy of his tank is really good. Watch, he's on a reload here. You're going to do a lot of time, spend a lot of time reloading. So you're going to want to position yourself in spots where you can pull into a spot to reload. You want to give yourself that benefit, because you know, if you're in a brawl with this tank, as soon as you're empty, you're going to be hosed for 20 seconds. So if you're going to go into a brawl with somebody, try and make sure that you have enough shells to finish him off into 3 shells. If you don't, make sure that you have somebody with you, or you have enough space to keep that guy face to face with you, because face to face with you is be your best defense. If you keep your best armor forward, and that goes with all tanks, you will do a good job of defending against you know, the other tank, and that's your best bet with this. Like I said, its turning is not the fastest, but still, in a brawl, it's your best defense. So he does great. He gets 2 shots into this guy. He's going to back up. Watch this snapshot. Like I said, this accuracy of this tank is great. He's going to get 1 shot, boom, and he snaps that right in there, picks up another kill. He is over 3,000 damage at this point, and there's plenty more to go. Let me tell you, there's 2 tanks on this team. He's got 3 kills, and it's 2-on-2. He's going to own this match, guys. There's 1, there's 2 that gets the kill shot in there. He's going to pull up. He doesn't go into reload yet. He's going to let the T-29. I think he's hoping that this T-29 is going to help out with a little bit of damage and maybe take some shots. Here he puts a shot in that M6 Yo. He gets a shot in return. He is down on hit points, low. He's backing up. He's going to do his full reload. He doesn't want to jump into this before he gets that reload, and with being less than a 1 shot, he could get bumped into and killed at this point. So again, he's going to put himself on the ridge, uses his gun depression. The T-29 has done a great job here of engaging the Yo, because now he is the main attention, and it gives Dynamic Innovator a chance to unload all 3 shells into the Yo and finish him off for his 5th kill of the game. So that was a hell of a game, guys. I don't know if you caught the damage, but Dynamic Innovator is going to finish with 5,154 damage, 5 kills, ace mastery. He nailed this. What a hell of a game. He's going to pick up a sharpshooter award, a crucial contribution, a Top Gun award, of course, the ace mastery. He's going to get a Radley Walters, high caliber, of course, and the last but not least, Master Gunner. He rocks this. He made 272,000 credits in game, clears 253,000 credits. This was a pleasure sharing this with you guys. Please let me know what you think. Leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. If you didn't, let me know why. Guys, it's been a pleasure. I'm going to try and get videos out like this when I can. Really enjoying this tank. We will see you guys on Sunday. As always, thanks for watching. Good luck and good hunting, and we will see you soon. Bye.